Have you ever shared a dream that didn't go the way you hoped? Not because the dream was wrong, but because the people listening weren't ready for it. Joseph's story begins there. Joseph was the 11th son of Jacob, a father who loved him deeply, maybe too deeply. Joseph was born to Jacob in his old age, and he quickly became the favorite. Jacob even gave him a special, richly decorated coat, something no other son received. Now imagine being one of Joseph's brothers. You work hard in the fields every day. You sweat under the sun. And your younger brother walks around wearing a special coat that screams, "Dad loves me most." That coat wasn't just clothing. It was a spotlight, and Joseph stood in it. But the real trouble started when Joseph began to dream. One night, he dreamed that he and his brothers were tying bundles of grain in the field. Suddenly, his bundle stood upright while his brothers' bundles bowed down to it. Joseph told them.
"Are you saying you're going to rule over us?"
They snapped. He had another dream. This time the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowed down to him. When he shared that one, even his father was uneasy. Joseph was young. Maybe he was naive. Maybe he was just excited. But what he didn't realize was this. When you announce your destiny too early, insecure people may try to destroy it. His brothers didn't just dislike him. They hated him. And one day, they got their chance. Joseph's brothers were far from home, tending flocks. Jacob sent Joseph to check on them. When they saw him coming in that colorful coat, anger rose again.
"Here comes the dreamer,"
they said.
"Let's kill him."
Think about that. These weren't strangers. These were his brothers. One brother, Reuben, convinced them not to kill him. Instead, they threw Joseph into a deep, empty pit. Imagine the fear, the confusion, the betrayal. Joseph probably shouted,
"Why are you doing this?"
But the brothers sat down to eat while he cried from the darkness. Then they saw traders traveling to Egypt. An idea formed.
"Let's sell him."
For 20 pieces of silver, Joseph was sold like property. They dipped his coat in animal blood and told their father he had been killed. And just like that, Joseph's life changed forever. From favorite son to slave. From dreams of greatness to chains. Sometimes life doesn't slowly decline. Sometimes it collapses overnight. Joseph was taken to Egypt and sold to a powerful official named Potiphar. Now here's where the story could have ended in bitterness. Joseph had every reason to be angry, to give up, to rebel. But he didn't. Instead, Joseph worked faithfully. He didn't say, "This isn't fair." He didn't say, "I'm too good for this." He gave his best effort in a place he never wanted to be. And something remarkable happened. Potiphar noticed. Joseph became trusted, then promoted. Eventually, he was placed in charge of the entire household. Even in slavery, Joseph prospered. That's lesson number 1. Your circumstances do not control your character. But the test wasn't over. Potiphar's wife began trying to seduce Joseph. Day after day, she pressured him. He refused. He could have said, "Why should I stay loyal? My own brothers betrayed me." But Joseph chose integrity. One day, when she tried to grab him, he ran, leaving his coat behind. Rejected. She accused him of assault. And once again, Joseph lost everything. He was thrown into prison. for doing the right thing. That might be the hardest part of this story. Joseph didn't suffer because he did wrong. He suffered because he did right. Prison wasn't temporary. Joseph didn't know when, or if, he would ever leave. Years passed. But again, Joseph chose faithfulness. He helped other prisoners. He earned trust. Eventually, he was placed in charge of the prison operations. While in prison, he met two officials from Pharaoh's court, a cupbearer and a baker. Both had troubling dreams. Joseph listened and interpreted them accurately. The cupbearer would be restored to his position. The baker would be executed. Before the cupbearer left, Joseph made one simple request.
Remember me.
But once the cupbearer was restored, he forgot. Imagine that feeling. You finally see a glimmer of hope, and it disappears. Have you ever felt forgotten? Overlooked? Like your prayers hit the ceiling and fall back down? Joseph waited 2 more years. But something was happening behind the scenes. Pharaoh himself began having disturbing dreams. No one could interpret them. Suddenly, the cupbearer remembered.
There's a man in prison who interpreted my dream.
Joseph was quickly brought before Pharaoh. Dirty, probably thin, forgotten. In a single moment, he went from prisoner to standing in the palace. Pharaoh explained his dreams. 7 healthy cows devoured by 7 sick cows. 7 full heads of grain swallowed by 7 thin ones. Joseph interpreted them clearly. 7 years of abundance are coming, then 7 years of severe famine. And he didn't stop there. He offered a plan. Store food during the good years to survive the famine. Pharaoh was stunned.
Who is better to oversee this than you?
And just like that, Joseph became second in command over all Egypt. From pit to prison to palace. Not instantly, not easily, but eventually. Here's the powerful truth. The dream never died. It just took a different path. The famine hit hard. Not just Egypt, but surrounding lands too. Back in Canaan, Joseph's brothers were starving. They traveled to Egypt to buy grain. And there they were, bowing before the governor of Egypt. They didn't recognize him. But Joseph recognized them. The dream from years ago was happening. Now Joseph faced the biggest test of all. Power. Would he take revenge? Would he humiliate them? He tested them instead, watched them, listened. He saw something new. Regret. He heard them say,
This is happening because of what we did to our brother.
They didn't know Joseph understood their language. Finally, Joseph could not contain himself. He wept loudly and revealed his identity.
I am Joseph.
Imagine the fear in the room. But Joseph said something unforgettable.
You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good, to save many lives.
That is the heart of this story. Joseph didn't deny the pain. He didn't pretend betrayal was okay, but he chose a bigger perspective. He forgave them. He brought his entire family to Egypt and provided for them. The boy they tried to destroy became the man who saved them. Joseph lived a long life in Egypt. He saw his family grow into a nation. Before he died, he made one final request.
When God brings you back to the promised land, take my bones with you.
Even at the end, he believed the promise. Joseph's life wasn't a straight line. It was filled with injustice, delays, and heartbreak. Joseph's story isn't just about ancient history. It's about resilience. It's about trusting that even when life feels unfair, your story isn't finished. Because sometimes the pit is the pathway. Sometimes the prison is preparation. And sometimes the dream you thought was dead is just waiting for its appointed time. From the pit to the palace, Joseph's life whispers one powerful truth. What was meant to break you can become the very thing that builds you. And that is a story worth remembering. But here are the lessons that echo through time.